been a very, very, very long time. And a happy time zone, everybody. I can speak without coughing for the first time in like 2 weeks. And I feel pretty great. And I hope you feel pretty great as well. Lindsay, Will, Danielle, Super Shine, Briar, hello. I'm feeling great. Well, I'm feeling like mostly on the mend. We're getting there.
Oh, man,
on this
that's
wonderful
a tuna, bro.
Monday, April 20th. The background is green to reflect the color of mucus that is coming out of my lungs. That's where we're at. So we had a impromptu, very impromptu. Yeah, it's kind of gross. Sorry about that. Impromptu 2-week vacation, and by vacation I mean just not enjoying my time. Air hug only. It's not TMI. Listen, it's fine. You deserve to know the colors that leave my lungs. And normally it's just like clear, right? It's just like, you know, whatever. But now it's green. It's currently green for at least a little while. Looks like a bedroom. Did you buy a house? Dan, no, I'm actually in an apartment. And this is a spare bedroom. I moved into an apartment like 2 years ago. No, year and a half ago. No, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. So yes, it's where we're at. Out of a spare bedroom instead of a dedicated office because, you know, I want to roll up out of bed and just go do my job, I guess. Silly me, I thought for Luigi. No, definitely not for Luigi. It's because of the phlegm. Hello, Kevin. Absolutely more than 2 years ago. Listen, I forget life, okay? Okay, so here's the deal. That's going to happen occasionally where I'm just going to go like... So that's going to happen occasionally. Everything else is fine. I'm fine. You're fine. Everything else is good. You know, peak professionalism is what we got cooking here. Nothing but the best. I'm going to have my own TV show one day. You know it. Humidifier, sir. I thought about it, and I thought about doing the bit where it was like, oh, here's all this smoke coming out from the humidifier, and it's all green and all whatever. It's Monday, you know, whatever day it is. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I just want to hang out with all y'all and just recap and I just want to marinate. I want to sit in my mucus and be with you. That's what I want to do. Let's sit in the mucus together. Grab each other's hands. Potato, can you grab Manster's hand? Grab Manster's hand for me. And just sit in the steaming mucus. So romantic. So romantic indeed. Karen, hello. Yeah, so basically what had happened, we had Monday where I was live streaming Minecraft, part of a hashtag ad. And then I went to St. Jude Play Live. And then I came back on Saturday. I went to a baby shower where then several of my friends also got sick. And I was like functional. I could go outside, right? I can like function like a normal human being, but I can't commentate / be on camera / whatever because I would literally just start like whatever at every sentence, literally every sentence. So I would like not talk to people all day. Very lethargic, very out of it. Was it allergies? Was it something else? I have no idea. But the point of the matter was I was basically out for a week in terms of like being functional on camera, but I was still in the background doing a lot of really cool stuff, which some of the mods know about. And basically life didn't stop. Although it stopped being on camera at least for a little bit. So although I was gone for what was 2 weeks, it was like the most eventful 2 weeks that I've had in a long time. And, you know, some of that I'm going to talk about here today with the St. Jude Play Live Summit that happened, and then some of that we'll be cooking in the next couple weeks and months here. So thank you very much for bearing with me and being here while all of that was going on. Hopefully you were well in that time. I want to know what you had cooking, what you had going on. Was it chill time? Was it action-packed? Was it lazy? Whatever you had going on, I want to know about it. And I'm going to tell you what was going on with me. And then maybe later we can build Lego. We can just talk about our feelings. We can ask some us to answer questions. Tonight is just kind of a chill and vibe, kind of a vibe. I don't have a big grand itinerary. I probably should have and be more professional, but you know how this goes, man. You know, you've been around here long enough, you know what's going on. Not last Monday, but the Monday before was also when I unboxed the Peeps package from the Douglas family. There's a giant bunny Peep over here and plenty of Peep stuff all around here. So there's a whole box of it back down over toward that way. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Hope you get better. I am getting better. Little by little, you know. Definitely a lot of vitamin C. Massive thank you to Zach for sending yet another care package. He didn't send unsolicited Dominoes, but he did send me a care package of vitamin C gummies and a whole bunch of other stuff, which is really cool and super helpful. So I was very excited about that. And it actually really helped a ton. It really did. So more, basically, he goes by Zach M. Rutledge, and the M stands for medicine, with the level of medicine he has sent me over the past year. He'll just anytime I'm sick, basically, he's just like, drop that. So I'd much rather have medicine than Dominoes. So yeah. Sir Dragon, hello. So, mom fell out of bed and broke her nose in the middle of getting a new roof, and I can't stand or walk today because my sciatica says, nope, sit down. Not so much going on. Well, that's a lot going on, but not a lot of good stuff going on. So make sure you take care of yourself and, like, burn all the sad. Well, I know I asked, but yeah, burn all the sadness. No, you said the sad. Anyways, whatever. Take time for yourself, Karen. That's what any of us can do in these kind of times, you know? So yeah, we have it is Sage. Oh, Sage. I think you meant, okay. Real quick, I gotta grab something out in the living room and pop right back in because it's part of what happened at Play Live. So enjoy the music. Give me 2 seconds. This is the backpack they gave me at St. Jude Play Live, which is all in relation to Space Camp, which was the theme this year. And it's all decked out like the astronaut orange all the way around. There's a bunch of patches and things like that. This is really dope. They gave us a backpack last year because it kind of like a summer camp vibe, but this was super cool. So this was like one of the main takeaways from the campus. They also gave us a notebook here, as well as a rocket ship pen, and then a water bottle right here. So there we go. Play Live water bottle as well. So we are doing our first ever fundraiser, prim and proper, for St. Jude, May 1st through the 5th. Exclamation St. Jude. And then you know, there's going to be a whole bunch of different incentives and stuff as well. Not there yet? Okay, cool. Well, that's a command that I got to actually write up there. But the whole campaign is set up and everything ready to go. So, anyways, that'll be a whole thing. Where do I even go first, man? With can we acknowledge the giant peep in the room? Yes, the giant peeps plural in the room. I've taken very professional business meetings with those in the background, by the way. I had some pretty important meetings, and they were just chilling out right there. Nobody drew any attention to them. Nobody really cared, in at least a bad way. So they'll stay there for now. We got it's basically like a children's toy room is what this is at this point, but whatever, it's fine. So, yeah, I Monday.
Wow, easily.
Thank you very much to Patriot for 13 months at Tier 1, sir. Thank you. Being here for that long is a long time. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. OMG, we're back. It was almost a month. It was only 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. It did feel like forever, though. like there's a difference between like a planned amount of time away and then a like impromptu time away, and that was an impromptu time away. So I would have rather like had it like etched in the calendar, like, yeah, I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks, but it was not. So thank you again for the resub, the Patriot. So yeah, that is obviously not what I do. It's not my intention, but here, here we are. So, did you meet Pezliz? I met a lot of really amazing and incredible people at St. Jude Play Live. This year, they had 200 different creators from all different, categories and corners of the world and perspectives and, following and viewership. And it was really cool because it did not matter how famous or how notarized or none of that mattered. And Play Live is one of the only events where that happens, where there's no ego, there's no like this person is bigger or better than kind of a deal. It's just people coming together to raise money for the hospital, for the kids, the research, and to collaborate and to network and to hang out and learn more about patient stories and everything else, So it's really cool. Yeah, no games tonight. Sorry. We're warming up. I need to tell y'all about St. Jude and how it was, because it was really special and meaningful. So I land. I see. Basically, it was being like on and active from like, the moment I got off the plane until coming back home to Boston. Like, there's people all different places, man, and they all fundraise in their own way. I got to meet again Moko Made, which they are makers and crafters, very well known in the Twitch realm, and they do a massive fundraiser every year. So getting to talk with them and hang out with them, the creative people on Twitch, is very cool. I got to meet Pezliz, who made me these coasters you can see here. So it's a gradient brick coaster holder, and then we have the Bob logo here, like this. And then on the back side, there's multiple Bob faces there. So she made me these. Very awesome. Very much appreciated, Liz, who may be seeing this at some point. And Liz, just like most people that you end up meeting online in real life, way cooler, way more fun, way more awesome than you would ever think. And just being able to like have a meal and chat about all of the things, life and content creation and blah blah, like just all that is so much different when you get to talk to somebody in person. And again, it's just none of that mattered about like how many viewers and how many anything you have. And this is actually something that happened not too recently as well at another event I'll talk about in another second. But yeah, we got to talk to staff. We got to do like a painting activity. A lot of these things that like were very experiential, very in the moment sort of things, because that's kind of why we go. There was a Twitch held like game show akin to Family Feud, which you may have seen. A lot of people were messaging me about it, that it was a lot of fun and very crazy. I did not participate in it. I was just in the audience, so it was cool to just see it happen. But, it's just a very, very long days that are there and very emotional getting to tour the hospital and, see where all the money goes when people fundraise for St. Jude. So, yeah. I wish you would have gone up there. Yeah, they had, so it's funny. They were showing like the stage, right? And then what you can't see is behind it, technically in front of it. So like if you're on stage and you're looking this way, they have a giant screen there. And it says, these are the stage directions of who's doing what and where. And they were actually supposed to choose people based on different parameters, but then they pivoted for time. So there's supposed to be like a cornhole thing that they did on the sides to pick people. I don't know, a bunch of other stuff. So, it was Family Feud. A lot of the answers were very weird, to put it lightly. And thankfully this year, there was not a clip of me licking my lips featured as part of the montage. It was just me and Santa and Brianna, who were a part of Friendsgiving. So no scandals this year. We got away scot-free. So it was pretty great. Very happy about that. But yeah, that was pretty fun. We ended up going to this place called the Kent afterward, where we had like food and drinks and things like that. And it just gave us it's one of those things. Somebody I was talking to pretty recently put it very nicely, that you get more accomplished in a night or a weekend than you do in 8 to 10 weeks worth of emailing people. And that's what these events are really about. And it's about, you know, laying foundation, planting a little seed that may blossom into a tree one day of just cool stuff happening. And a lot of that happened this weekend. And I just couldn't be more thankful for the team at St. Jude, who have invited me year over year and to all these different events to be part of it and bring a little bit of something different, a little something special to the lineup. And hopefully that happens again more often, but we shall see. The calendar has many days on it, as you can see. It's very, very big. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I barely took any pictures. I basically took pictures for my family because they were curious about what it is. But, you know, you can't take pictures of anything with a heartbeat. So we're not taking pictures inside the hospital with families and patients and things like that. So it was very like, kind of just had to be their moment. And what I want to do, some way, somehow, I don't think I even have the power to do it through this live stream, but I don't think I have the power. I don't think I have the power to show you what being at that hospital is like through being here. I don't have that capability, but I want to find a way to do it one way, someday, somehow. Karen Day resubbing for 27 months, tier 1, 3 months in a row. Thank you very much, Karen Day. I was gonna say, I figure a lot of you had resubs. If I'm out for 2 weeks, y'all better have some resubs up in here. Bree Push with the 34 months. Thank you, Bree. Welcome back. And they say, listen, y'all gotta listen. You gotta show me that you gotta show me that you like beat. You gotta hit the resub button, right? You know what I mean? I show up and everybody's like, oh, I guess you're here. All right, whatever, dude. Okay. All right. It's like, all right. You gotta shoot. Hey, Brian. Whoa. You gotta judge it. You gotta judge it. You know what I mean? You gotta hung it. You gotta hung it. Sweet Christmas. Already begging for subs? That's the Twitch streamer way, brother. That's the Twitch streamer way, brother. That's what I'm talking about. That's a tier 3. Tier 3, shill on me. Yes.
What?
Yes! Put it in my veins. The hype.
Oh man, that's a tuna, bro.
What a warm welcome. Thank you.
All aboard, everybody. The hype train has left the station. Fill the prize pig
I need to remove that
rewards
verbiage.
and support the show.
Bye for now.
Wowie.
I love that she resubbed and she's like, I don't, Brian, I want you to, I want you to take my resub, but I don't actually want to be here. That's what Lila did. That's what Lila just did. That's what she just did. She's like, I don't actually want to be here, but just take the, go ahead. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. There's going to be unsolicited coughing constantly. Thank you for the hype train, everybody. The resubs help keep the lights on. So whether it's subs, bits, a prime sub, a resub, Dude, what is wrong with you today? Okay. Chicken Together, subbing 3 months at tier 1, clucking around and finding out. Thank you very much, Andrew, who will be showcasing a brand new live show experience here on Twitch in the not too distant future. If you wanted to see some big chicks, this is the place that you're going to want to be on their channel. Clucking around. Chicken Together is the subsidy entity under Clucking Around. That's what it is. That's what that is there. It's going to be great. Just keeping it easy. Yes, as you should. Thank you very much for the resub there. I was just being like a Twitch streamer and saying that people got a resub. Anthony's like, he just started begging for subs. In order to be a proper Twitch streamer, do you want me to be a proper Twitch streamer? Let me be a Twitch streamer. Guys, everybody listen up. I'm going to wait until... I don't know, man. I'm going to wait until you guys gift me subs so then I can... So then I can go to Aruba. A Reddit wife. Yes, there is. So a Twitch streamer is somebody who waits for you, a Reddit wife, to give me money so I can go to Aruba. Can you give me... I can't even say the sentence. I can't even say it. I can't even say to ask for anyways, it's fine. I can't even pretend. No, I can't do it. Highly recommend Aruba. So yeah, beg and please. Son, if you're going to Aruba, I'm going with you. I've never been off North America continent. That needs to change. Yeah, so let's go community trip to Aruba. Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Martina. Ooh, I wanna take you down to Kokomo. See, I'm old. I know. I'm not sharing Aruba with y'all. Okay, I can't sing. No, I definitely can't sing. But skydiving in Aruba, this is crazy. Crazy stuff. Chicken, do you have emotes yet? You kind of, yeah, you do. I need to see Andrew as a big chicken, like Al from Al's Toy Barn in the big suit, with, you know. That would be awesome. For Stand Up to Cancer, Andrew in the big chicken suit. That'd be amazing. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Sing it, Brian. Oh my goodness. We singing again soon.
Yeah, we are. Astro connect with the resub. That's not the one I wanted. Thank you very much for the resub, Tom. The last time I was live, the Artemis 2 was still on their way to the moon, bro. Oh no. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. And now they're back home safe and sound. They're like, yeah, that's old news. We're on Artemis 3. Roy with the resub.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much for the 52 months, Roy. Just so you know, Roy, I will not up and leave you and go to Denmark. Just so you know, I'm not going anywhere. Wait, there's an emote?
Drink some water.
Oh, Nerduino has it. Oh. What did they find in space? They found a new brand of cheese on the dark side of the moon. They went to the moon to make sure it's still there, and they're like, yep, all right, cool. New brand of cheese. They had to make sure it's up there, you know? They're like, can't tell. So anyways, it's fine. It's all good. Oh man. The darker side of yeah, right? There's rabbits everywhere too. There's rabbits just bopping around and all that stuff. Anyways, thank you all for the hype train. 11 seconds left. We're not quite getting to Aruba yet. That's all right though. We got some time. I'll do a sub goal. You know, we'll do a big fat sub goal. That's okay. That's okay. We're not getting to Aruba quite yet. That's all right. We'll work on it. We'll work. There's plenty of opportunities. Plenty of opportunities to fund Brian's vacation to Aruba single-handedly. You hear? So Renova Mux, just so you know, I need to be a typical Twitch streamer and beg people to pay for my vacation. So why are you using the? Anyways, they did the launch on April Fool's Day too. Terrible day for flat earthers. I know, right? They also did it the same day as the Mario Galaxy movie came out. It was such a blur. All that whole time is such a blur, man. That was all crazy. But it's great to be back. It's good. Okay, so St. Jude happened. Done and dusted. Great. You need to aim higher, McMansion. Listen, it's on. Building with the Black Dog came in here. He was like, Dan was like, dude, did you buy a house? I'm like, not quite yet. We're getting there. I don't know if we are, but we're, anyways. So, yeah, Play Live was a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of new people. Hopefully a lot of new collaborations and just, good energy, good vibes all the way throughout. There were a few things that were cooking while I wasn't like totally off the grid. I was still working and doing stuff in the background, but you should buy Nick and Sanita's house. Yeah, but then I got to move to Canada. And that's a whole project. You know what I mean? That'll probably make them very happy. But anyways, I gotta wait for the price to come down a little bit. You know what I mean? A couple more loony bucks. A couple coming out a little bit more. I'm gonna wait them out. Which, in case you don't know, Brick and Nick, his wife Sanita, they're moving to Denmark. Nick begins his job at Lego as of June 1st. So he'll be out of here, dude. So if you are not following Nick, you can watch while supplies last, basically, before he goes over to Denmark and sacrifices his Lego itch to the great red brick in the sky, and I can finally get my castle. I have an in now. It's great. Hey O'Brien, how you doing, bro? I'm doing okay. I have a little phlegm right here, but otherwise I'm feeling pretty good. Farrah Fawcett, hello. One less competitor. Who should I take out next? Ooh, actually, who's on the hit list next? Who's my biggest threat in the Lego community? No, we gotta aim bigger than that. If you're not following now, then well, you already had an in with Boone, but now the bigger. Well, that's true. Who should I eliminate? Who should I go after? Well, Astra, you should go after. You should cancel yourself, bro. Cancel yourself, bro. Take on the YouTubers of Lego. Nah, that's easy pickings, bro. We can't do that. Nah, that you need to acquire me on the brick. Brian. Yeah, right. That is not something of interest. Dude, I thought you almost died or something. Don't scare me like that. I was out of commission for like a week. Mr. Rutledge, I'll take. Zach's gonna go over to Scotland and take himself out. He's fine. Go on Lego Masters. I gotta tell Nick Cannon, dude. I gotta tell him. Humidifier. All right, listen. I know. Boo Autodon, hello. One of my favorite Fallout 76 streamers. She met you at the St. Jude thingy. Ma Tater. She's the best. Ma Tater. Let me tell you something about Ma Tater. Let me tell you. She is a gem. She is so full of life. She tells it like it is. And she has such a similar like philosophy to me of like how like just people and like just has like a lot of wisdom, you know, like a lot of people in the Twitch realm can be very much like, oh, what are you gonna do for me kind of a deal. And Ma is in the same way that I am is like, okay, well, what can we do for people? And that's like the exact energy that I like gravitate towards. So we hung out in the airport for a while. We were all waiting our flights. We were all talking shop and stuff. No, she's awesome. She's really, really cool. She streams a lot of Fallout 76. We don't get a chance to raid her that often, but she is as awesome as she can get, as someone can get, you know? So highly, highly recommend checking out Motator. I did get a cap. Where I don't know if I have it on my desk. So in the Lego realm, you get a 1x8 brick that has your logo on it. In the 3D printing realm, you get a maker chip that has your logo on it. And Fallout creators give a custom printed bottle cap with their channel on it. And I did get a Motator bottle cap. And I think that of all the tokens that I've ever gotten, that's like the coolest, because bottle caps from Fallout are like the currency. You're supposed to have a ton of them. They're all like unique. Oh, it's so cool. I'm like, this might be my favorite. Like, yeah, it's really, really cool. I don't have it on my table here. I don't think. No, I cleared a bunch of stuff off because it was getting crazy here. But no, she's awesome. And I met a lot of people from like the Borderlands community and just all different types of people that like, you know, you wouldn't typically cross over with, but like, it's just, you find the right kind of people. And I don't know how they pick who goes to St. Jude Play Live, but they managed to pick like a really good group of people. And it's really, really special. That'd be very cool. I like collecting bottle caps just for fun. Yeah, and she had a custom one, and I'm assuming all the different Fallout creators have a custom cap as well. That'd be like their icon, you know? Can't wait for your next Minecraft live, Brian. Well, I'm going to be live on TikTok tomorrow and Friday doing chunk by chunk. So if you're not following me there, !TikTok. Go live at 11 a.m. Eastern. But other than, you know, Play Live, I came back from there. Yeah, baby shower that I went to, my friends were, you know, celebrating. One of my friends is having a kid in the next couple months, obviously. And yeah, just something happened there, and I just got so drained. And it was probably also because I was, like, at Play Live, you're literally awake from like 7 a.m. until 2 a.m. Just like, not partying, but just like talking to people, making connections, and hanging out and whatever. It's like a Brickworld Chicago or TwitchCon, except it's like centered around charity and good people, you know? So it's probably my body was also like, okay, now that I'm home, I can like relax, and I just, you know, like I did pretty good about allocating my energy all throughout, but once I got home, it was like, so, you know, other than that, yeah, no wonder you got sick. That happened after PAX one time too. I ended up getting super sick after having like a really intense 3 days, and you know, while I was there, I was good though. No issues, no anything like that. But yeah, between having St. Jude Play Live, had the baby shower, what else did I have? I had some really cool stuff, meetings happen. I wish I could elaborate more. But, you know, it's one of those things where we just have to, you know, we're anyways. I ended up telling Chicken Together and Lindsay, or at least two people, that, yeah, anyways. Very cool meetings, yes. Hey, dude, how are you doing? Just got on. I'm doing all right. I got some phlegm right here, but anyways. Yeah, and I told Kevin, it kind of really applies to him. So, yeah. Got some phlegm there. Oh, I wanted to mention, so for some reason, not for some reason, but since the Mario movie officially came out, I had put out the videos for these guys right here, these action figures, right? I did my reviews and stuff. So the last time I talked to y'all, the Yoshi video was at like 70,000 views. The Yoshi short form review for the Super Mario Galaxy movie Jack specific action figure is now at 154,000 views, which is my all-time highest viewed video ever. On my channel for me. Now, I've obviously worked with a lot of brands and a lot of, you know, all that, you know, all different channels and stuff. I've partnered with a lot of people over the years that have gotten higher views, but for my channel publicly facing on YouTube or any other platform, like you can see how many views it has. That's the highest it got ever, and it's still going up. The Mario and Luigi figures are at 24,000 views. Bowser Wonder Jr., which I was so apprehensive on buying that 4-pack because I'm like, I don't want to spend $60 to get one figure and review it, and I'm like, this is a waste of money and whatever. That Bowser Jr. video is now up to 88,000 views on YouTube, and then a bunch of the other ones have also gotten a uplift. The Lego Mario video that I did, it got everything got a big boost from it, and now we are really closing in on 23,000 subscribers on YouTube. So, some great progress being made, and that kind of thing just reminds me that I'm good at my job because, you know, I get really caught up in like there's so many like things happening in the background.
Thank you so much for all the fun, but now it's done.
The big issue with now at the point where I am in my life and career and stuff, it's like there's all the big cool things happening in the background that I can't / probably shouldn't tell you about because I don't want to psych people out and get people excited in case it falls through, which a lot of things do fall through. But that demands the same, if not more, attention than videos and all this other stuff. And I need to do both. Basically, I need to do both because that sort of stuff of having people respond really well to the you know, action figures is great. And then ABCDXYZ. So anyways, thank you for watching the videos and subscribing and liking and all of that. You know, it means a lot. And given the projection of how things are looking on the big calendar, we're gonna be focusing more on YouTube and stuff for just a bunch of reasons. So welcome back, Brian Misty Bro. How you been? I still got a little phlegm right here, so I cough randomly, but I'm doing pretty well. Today was also the 4th day in a row that I've successfully done 10,000 steps on my walk. So the weight is coming down. The views are going up. So, you know, we're looking good and feeling good. You know what I mean? So, and my goal is to do 7 days in a row of going out for a walk. Getting 10,000 steps in. Today was cold, man. It was cold today. Everything going in the right direction? Whew, it better be. It better be. You know? I hope so. Let's see. Tomorrow will be even colder. Nice. I literally went to Memphis. The main issue here, it hasn't even been the cold. It's overcast. It's been overcast. And I went to Memphis and there was sunlight coming through. I literally sat outside and I stood there and I stared at the sun. Like Superman recharging after getting destroyed in the city, right? Like I sat there and I could literally feel like the neurons fired off in my brain and was like, this is amazing. I'm sick. Like it's been this weather, I kid you not, since mid-October. So November, December, January, February, March, April, like 5.5 months, you know? Joey and Sammy are here and glad you're back. You say hi to them and their Grammy and Papa who are watching too. Hi, Grammy, Papa, Sammy, and Joey. Hello. I'm talking about being Superman and recharging in the sun, which is what we should all do. We're like plants, photosynthesizing. Don't look at the sun. Just embrace the warmness of its rays is what I'd recommend. Sun has been out for days too here. It's been good. It feels amazing. They switched us over to AC in the building last week because it hit 90. It's going to be 32 tonight and no heat. I think my AC is not functioning properly, so I got to get that repaired soon enough. Gonna call whoever I gotta call. Live in the UK. It was so flipping hot today. Went swimming nearby a stream. It's like 5 minutes from my house. It gets warm over there for sure. And y'all don't have any air conditioning over there, so that's not great. Grandparents and boys say thanks. Awesome. Glad to hear it. So not to talk about when I'm going to disappear next, but I guess that's when. TwitchCon Rotterdam is happening at the end of May, so just over a month away. I'm going to be going to Rotterdam. I leave Thursday, come back on Monday, June 1st. So it's a relatively quick trip. Like last time I went to the Netherlands, I flew into Amsterdam and I stayed there for basically 11 days. I'm not doing that because when I went to Amsterdam in 2022, I thought, when am I ever going to be back in Europe and exploring and doing any of that? And it turns out just a couple years later, now with me running the brick building community booth at or the Lego building area, or whatever you want to call it. It's kind of a ambiguous name, but that'll be happening right at the end of May through June 1st. And then I am going to definitely need a day or two to readjust time-wise. Flip-flopping back and forth that quickly is not going to go. It doesn't go well for anybody. I actually have to ask Zach any pro gamer tips on that. You got to go to Black Olive while you're there. Well, any suggestions, I'm all game for, you know. But that'll be a really fun trip. So what we're doing there is assembling a 7.5 foot by 5.5 foot Lego mosaic, paying homage to the city of Rotterdam, and designed by Mr. Kevin A. Hinkle. Mr. Hinkle draws there. So we already have all the plans done up. We just got to make it happen. So it's going to be really awesome. It's a legally compliant name, yeah. It's the... I think it's just the brick build. Like the brick build area. I think that's the name on the official document and stuff. Have fun and be safe. Certainly will. So I leave Wednesday, the Wednesday before. Wednesday at 8 p.m. I land in Amsterdam at 8 a.m. So it's a, 6-hour, 8-hour flight, traveling in time, basically. And then I land, and then, we do the thing. So don't get sick again. That's the plan, is to not get sick again. So yeah. Kevin, so to be clear, it is not a Lego picture. It is a entirely distinct image that we then converted into a Lego mosaic. So like Pro Gamer's Guide, right? Like we made the mini mosaics and stuff. Those are not Lego designs. They are Pro Gamer's Guide and then designed into Lego bricks. So it's similar to what we did here. It's really, really cool. Really cool piece of artwork. Twitch loves it, and I'm very happy that they love it, because my goal now that this is under our umbrella here, I want to be able to make it a really memorable experience for everybody at TwitchCon. Make sure the people at Twitch love it. Very honored that I've had the opportunity to talk with a lot of staff, make a lot of connections over the years, and I showed some staff at PAX and at St. Jude what the image is, and they're like, wow. So everybody's really impressed by it already. And then once you see it as a 7-8 foot long thing, it'll be cinema. So very, very cool. And we're going to do it all over again in San Diego in November. So right before Thanksgiving. And that'll probably be my last convention for the year, hopefully. So we're not overdoing it. Will you make a 4th book? Exclamation book 4. There it is right there. So exclamation book 4 right on cue. Hope to make it to San Diego this year. We got a party, my guy. It's gonna be a nice party. It'll be a lot of fun. I know, Lindsay, I know you're on it. You're always on it. Family's near San Diego. TwitchCon is a lot of fun. It is expensive, even if you're local. If you are a younger person, if you are not a live streamer or looking to level up your career in live streaming, it's very difficult to kind of justify going. A lot of people who go to TwitchCon are already like partners or established affiliates or whatever. Like PAX, it's very much gaming, community, meeting up with your people. Twitch, it is about that. I think less emphasis on the gaming. more on like, you know, here's Elgato. Do you want to be the 500th person to pitch yourself to Elgato today on why you want free stuff and why you deserve free stuff? Like, you know.
Ryan, hi.
Lindsay with the 26 months tier 1. Goggle Candy 23 months in a row, 41 months total at tier 1. Kirk, Lindsay, hello, welcome. Thank you both for being here and saying hello and resubbing there. When you get there, it's 8 a.m. to try to figure out what time it is at home or how much travel time. Just hit the ground like it's 8 a.m., but be sure to sleep on the plane. Yeah, I'm probably going to have some sort of something to help me sleep, so I'm good to go. When I landed in Amsterdam last time, I didn't really sleep. I was so disoriented because it was my first time in another country like that, and, you know, trying to figure out where to go, and like I was so disoriented, you know. How I disappear? Hello. Have to be honest, TwitchCon scares me, especially after last time. TwitchCon is a lot of people, a lot of personalities. They learn every year and do better every year. Try to, as best they can. And it's the best when you have a crew of people to roll with. So if I were just by myself and I didn't know anybody there, it would be a wildly different experience that I don't know if I would enjoy. And this is what I've realized about literally any convention or any gathering of any kind is like, the first time you go there, you're probably going to be miserable. The second time, you just have to hope you're a little less miserable. And then eventually the tide will turn where you're like, oh, I actually feel kind of comfortable here. And I feel welcome. Like, you know, now that it's my second play live, St. Jude Play Live, I feel more welcome and part of that, you know, group of people more than ever. And it just, it has to happen over time, unfortunately, you know. Do you use gaming systems on planes or read? No, I actually don't use anything. I use my headphones and I listen to podcasts and music and stuff. I don't use any of that, you know. The Claus, that's what St. Jude reminds me of. Yeah, being with Santa J. Claus. That was the clip I used, man. They showed it, so it worked out really nice. So yeah, I mean, TwitchCon will be, I mean, even to just be at the booth, put together the mosaic, see people. You know, for me being a partner, it's definitely different too. I get access to the party and special areas and things like that, which just basically means I get some free snacks that I can loot and then bring back to people at the table. But yeah. Like to meet friends IRL, but not have to fight the crowd to meet you. Yeah, I mean, I would say everybody's respectful, but they're not. Certain people are. Certain people, you know, they think the world revolves around them, kind of a deal, if I'm being real with you. And, you know, but that's what I mean. If you have a crew of people you're already rolling with, it gets a lot easier, you know. Incidents happen at all conventions. To what extent can certainly be worse than others, but anything can happen anywhere you go. Yes, exactly. And you have to be able to take the risk to enjoy the thing, whatever it is, you know. Going to eat dinner, have a great night. Glad you're having so much fun and being the boss. Trying to, you know, doing my thing. Thank you very much, Italian mama. So I'm feeling better, but getting there little by little. Like this time last week, I couldn't talk without coughing. And so only Friday night did I start feeling better, you know. Until your post, I didn't know you were sick. Yeah, I kind of just... so on the YouTube community page, I posted that I was... See, that's the issue. I posted that I went to St. Jude, but I didn't make a formal post saying, like, hey, I'm sick, I'm going to be out of commission. So I just didn't bother doing that. I was mostly, admittedly, not at the computer, and I was working on just other stuff. A lot of stuff pertaining to stand-up builders, actually, and what we're doing with Stand Up to Cancer in August, which, and I was updating Discord as well. So to put it this way, for those that are tuning in and here in real time here, you know, we have been doing fundraising for Stand Up to Cancer for the past 4 years. This will be our 5th year this year. I am the team lead of Stand Up Builders, the tip of the spear, the founder, the whatever you want to call me, alongside more and more Jake Studs, A Skywalker, and over 100 creators across all the different platforms raising money for the cause. We are like going way above and beyond, and I feel we are taking it up several levels, and I am not stressed. Like, I feel really confident in what we're doing, and I am not freaking out, which is kind of the best of both worlds. And if you are a live streamer, if you are a video creator, and you want to help raise money for Stand Up to Cancer, I'm not going to tell you all the secrets, but like if you are absolutely going to be involved this year, if you aren't involved, you will very much regret it. So just please join. I don't have actually I have the form here. Let's see. I have a bookmark because I'm a professional. We got to make it a command here. I just don't know what I want the command to be called. There you go. If you want to sign up and be part of the team, there you go. And I met my best friend who is a Twitch streamer. There you go. Wild Leap last year in Scotland and England. Oh, very cool. Guy of the Woods, hello. So other than play live, lots of meetings and stuff cooking in the background. I also went to another Museum of Science creator meetup this past Friday night. I went into town. I was kind of struggling. So they asked me to prepare slides and talk about who I am and what I do, because these are mostly people that I had never met before. And I was like so brain foggy that I'm like, wait, I got to do slides. Like I sent a PDF of like, it's the same PDF that I put like a bunch of stuff on. And they're like, no slides. I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, it was only like a dozen people there, you know, but there are some people who specialize in like whales. There was someone who specialized in whales there. One person who does like 3D printing and resin cosplay material. Someone who has a massive YouTube channel where they build and like construct domino like art, and that's like the whole thing. Like they just do domino art, and they have their own brand of dominoes released by Spin Master available in stores. Like it's crazy. So there was a wide array of people there, and then me. So, you know, that was a pretty fun night. But dice art is really cool too. Yeah, just all that crazy stuff, you know. Whenever I go to a Museum of Science meetup, I feel like such a Goomba, because like obviously what I do is very important. A lot of people all around the world enjoy my videos, the live streams. I have a lot of connections, blah, 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 blah. Like I'm all very optimistic about who I am and what I do. This isn't me putting myself down, but man, I look so stupid compared to these people who are just wickedly smart, dude. Like it's just, I look like an idiot compared to these people, which is, it's two totally different things. And I said that to one of the people working at Museum of Science. She's like, maybe we should invite more gamers. I'm like, no, you don't have to. I'm just saying I feel stupid. So, you know, fine. Now, who's the coolest? That's a different question. I think I'm pretty cool, but that's just me. So that's basically what I've had, man. It's been a really, really hectic couple of weeks. They need someone to ask the hard-hitting questions. I mean, I put on that presentation, I'm like, yo, I've been a Hot Pockets brand ambassador. That was the thing that got the most questions out of all the things that I've accomplished in this career and life. Like I literally had the section that was like, oh yeah, I've been a part of these St. Jude fundraisers that have raised this amount of money. We've had all this for Stand Up to Cancer. I'm a team lead here, blah, 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 blah. And everybody's like, so what did the Hot Pockets freezer look like? And I'm like, all right, well, All right, Josh, hi. There's this guy who co-created and written, produced, and marketed and sold one of the most amazing children's books on the market, but they only care about Hot Pockets. But giving out free Hot Pocket pizzas is kind of goated. Yeah, it is. I admittedly did not redeem most of the coupons because I was, I wouldn't have it affect my waistline here. It's how I feel at work. Imposter syndrome is real. I work in tech. Yeah. But like, we all have our thing that we are good at and specialize at. Like, I take a lot of pride in being able to bring a lot of people together, community, entertaining people, making people laugh, making people feel welcome. Part of the whole thing. You know what I mean? And some people specialize in whales, and like, I can't hold a candle to that, dude. Helped raise $1 million for charity. I also turned a Hot Pocket once. Any questions? Yeah, exactly. So, we all have our strengths, and we have to acknowledge and embrace our strengths as often as possible and be proud of them and blah, 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 blah. I'm not talking myself down. I'm just saying I sound significantly more stupid compared to the person who analyzes whales. This woman who was printing 3D printed stuff for cosplay and otherwise, I'm going to try to explain what this woman does. Okay? She will take, I need to even think about the way that I'm explaining what she does. She takes a sound clip or piece of music, plots it onto a 3D render, and then resin prints that image of sound as a wearable piece of cosplay. So when we're talking about who does something impressive, me sitting in a chair next to my giant plush Peep or that? No, these are two separate women. There's one person who analyzes whales, and then there's the other 3D printing person. You hands down. All right. All I do is sit here and talk to people and peep. So she cosplays Doris and she can speak. These are two separate people. I'm sorry. The whale woman and the sound to cosplay woman are two different people. What about talking to Cuddles? That's not a skill. That's called an illness. So what do? Brian, do you wonder why more people don't watch your live streams? Maybe you shouldn't talk to a penguin. Maybe you shouldn't talk to a penguin. Take sound, print it out, and then makes it into art. Has anyone figured out a way to say if it's correct or wrong? There are only certain jobs. There's no way to... Listen, I don't ask questions, man. Actually, I asked a lot of questions. It was wild. People are so smart. Like, Penguin Whisperer is not what I put on my anyways, whatever. It's fine. Brian is either all ego or no ego. Sorry, no in between. I'm pretty amazing, but I know when I'm an idiot. That's called humility. We all have it, okay? Some people have higher strengths in one things over another, and that's okay. I'm just lacking in a lot of departments. A lot of not in every department. There's no way for me to say what. I'm not. Anyways, new lore dropped whale cosplayer. That'd be kind of baller, actually. That'd be baller. So yeah, that's my week. We're supposed to be doing Stardew Valley. So here's the deal. Stardew Valley was supposed to be all of April. Clearly, things have changed, and we only have a couple of days with Stardew Valley. We go into the St. Jude fundraiser. soon thereafter, it's going to be Lego Batman as well. So I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that I give Stardew the attention that it needs. And then we get into that St. Jude fundraiser, which will take place only for 5 days. 4 live streams. It'll be May 1st through May 5th. There'll be a certain amount of incentives, things like that. Prize packs will be available. So that'll be happening in just a couple of days here. The RSVP for Discord is there. Crops are about to get dusted. I know, right? It's going to be crazy. It's going to be really bad. So that'll be happening for 5 days. And then we have TwitchCon Rotterdam. So Rotterdam happens at the end of May. Lego Batman comes out on May 22nd. I'm really hoping that there's a way that I can get access to Lego Batman early so I can do some stuff before the game officially comes out. That way I can plan it ahead of time and upload stuff while I'm in Rotterdam, but we shall see. But yeah, things, and obviously I did not plan to get sick for 2 weeks. And I think at the time I knew that I was going to go to Play Live. So, you know, and I still have Pocopia that I haven't downloaded. I haven't played it all. Thank you for subbing. Things like that. So, wish it was easy to get early access in games. I mean, it depends who you know. So, I met some people at TwitchCon that work on Lego Batman, and apparently I am in some capacity involved to be part of or maybe, I don't know. But I did get a chance to play it at TwitchCon. So, this is the other thing when it comes down to like events and life and all that. And this is the thing that a lot of your favorite content creators and people don't want to tell you is it really is all about who you know and really how likable you are in these sort of circumstances, man. If you are a bad person, if you're bad to work with, if people don't like you, if people don't want to work with you, then people don't. And, you know, it just happens to be that I've made a lot of really awesome, met a lot of awesome people over the years, made a lot of really cool connections, and it just happens to have worked out to this point. And, you know, right now there's no signs of it slowing down. So what that will mean is traveling to more events and doing more things like that, taking opportunities when they present themselves and getting to know people. And the thing about it is, like, there's crazy things that happen in all parts of life. And, you know, I don't know, man. That's just how it goes. So I wish I could be more specific right now, but I can't. Are you going to play Lego Batman? Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan there. So, cool. Hello. So I was either going to do some Lego, or I was literally just going to pop in, say hello, make it happen. I didn't necessarily have any other plans for tonight. My voice is kind of starting to go a little bit, but not to an extreme degree, you know? How are you feeling at the moment? Probably very dehydrated. My voice is a little craggly, and I kind of got through everything I wanted to. I know some people, like Zach, can talk for like 3 hours about nothing. What am I going to talk about? You know what I mean? What am I going to say? What's there going on? You know what I mean? I got through everything. We got through it. We did it. We all did it together, you know what I mean? We all got through this. We're all in this together. Granted, most of what he talks about is arc raiders. Well, for now. For now. Have you got any Mario movie popcorn buckets? I got the Yoshi one. They're here. Oh, you can't even see. I got the Yoshi. So yeah, we didn't actually talk about the Super Mario movie. It kind of came and went because of all the craziness and stuff going on. So it's been 2 weeks since the movie, well over 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks since the movie came out. Now is the time for spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, you don't want spoiler talk in any capacity in this channel, in this corner of the internet. Spoilers are fair game, brother. If you care, you would have gone and see it. And also, there isn't really that much to spoil. So, you know. You're a real person. It's pretty obvious that you actually care about real people, and that is a wanted requirement in all people. That's why people want to be around you. It's on streaming services now? No, it's not. No way. Evan, I take a lot of pride in being a real person. Like, I'm in a weird position. I feel a lot of weird feelings. Quote that one. I feel a lot of weird feelings. A lot of what this stuff can be is very, like, I don't know, either disingenuous or very, like, where people, like, I don't know. I don't even know what I want to say. I'm gonna shut up. I don't know what I want to say, but I greatly appreciate that. And I appreciate you for saying that. And that I take a lot of pride in, for sure. I take a lot of pride in that. It is my goal to be a real person and be relatable. I don't ever want to, like, get to a point where, like, I'm out of touch and, you know, not appreciative of the people around me. Because that, I think the day that happens is truly the day when, like, what makes what I do here not special anymore. And yeah. So yeah. I always know Brian appreciates us. Oh, sorry, I gotta be like a Twitch streamer. Sorry, hold on. No. Sorry, hold on. I gotta get back. I gotta level myself. I gotta level myself. Can you guys please give me money? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brian Saviano, Brain No Bricks. I need you to give me money. And I'm not gonna say anything of importance until you give me money.
This is a sarcasm alert.
No, it's not! Come here, you.
Thank you so much for all the fun, but now it's done.
I gave you the most valuable currency, time. Monopoly money right here. There you go. Can I ask you a question? No. Do you think me being sarcastic is a problem? I don't know a single Twitch streamer that is sarcastic. I don't know anybody. I don't think I know anybody who's sarcastic. Everybody's very wholesome. I think it's a problem. For me being sarcastic, I think it's a big problem. Planning on playing Wolverine? Maybe for me, but not for videos. Spider-Man is cool. Wolverine, I mean, it's cool, but not like in the same way as Spider-Man. No, I'm not playing GTA. Any other questions? How long have you been doing YouTube for? I've been a full-time independent creator since 2018, so 7 years. You ever get those mice? They still exist, and they are not in my apartment, so thankfully not my problem anymore. When's your favorite game you've covered? Probably Luigi's Mansion 3. When will the next Nintendo Direct be? Not soon enough. Not soon enough, compadre. Don't even think about it. Why do you not like Roblox? I don't like Roblox because of a lot of the content in the game, to me, is not engaging or entertaining or of high quality, which is a similar reason why I don't play a lot of like Fortnite custom maps or, Minecraft maps I'll play, and I'll play them as if they were, they're from the marketplace. They're kind of verified, workable, download or whatever. But yeah. Will there be coordinated outfits for Lego TwitchCon Rotterdam? That is currently not in the budget. I like the aspect that people have the ability to express themselves creatively, however they like. Jake and Brian in matching outfits would be amazing. I mean, we can bring the Stand Up to Cancer Letterman jackets. Mine has not been tailored though, unfortunately. So that's the one downside there. But yeah, any other questions, comments, concerns, things coming up? 2 favorite games, family friendly or otherwise? Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, and then I'll say God of War. Why tailor it when you're losing weight? No, the arms are too long. The arms were too long like 15 pounds ago, and they're probably even longer now. So I got to get the arms are the big issue. That's going to be a big issue, though, when I continue losing weight. All these clothes aren't going to fit. This is actually, so this is a 2XL. So normally for hoodies and stuff, I'll go like a 3XL. This is a 2XL, and it fits pretty well. Everything is going all right. I've been having rotisserie chicken with corn, Spanish rice, sriracha, taco seasoning, which is just a bunch of spices and stuff. Nothing crazy, but pacing that out. I'm like eating actually healthy, like pretty healthy. Get my steps in, so looking good. Thank you. I did just I had a shower after I did my walk, so I look a little glowy. So proud. Thank you. So if I can get 10,000 steps a day every single day, the weight will drop, man. What's your favorite type of refrigerator? A functioning one, and preferably one that has a lot of pizza inside of it. You got this? See, the thing about it, what I love about my approach to weight loss is like, I'm not just cutting out everything that brings me joy. Like after the Museum of Science thing, like I left and then I ended up getting 2 slices of pizza at Regina's in the North End, and I got 2 desserts at Bova's Bakery in the North End. And despite that, I still maintained within my range, and I did my 10,000 steps. So like, I'm not just trying to cut everything out forever. I want to have like a sustainable way of going about losing weight, so. Are there any giveaways today? No, but we are going to be doing, dang it. We haven't done a giveaway on the channel in a long time, so we're going to do more of that stuff in the not too distant future. It's just a matter of organizing it. During the St. Jude fundraiser, we're going to have some stuff going on, so that way you can participate in that. And yeah, just got to burn more calories than you eat. And you burn calories just by existing too. So as of right now, if I check my Fitbit app, if you want a fun fact for you, you burn calories just throughout the day. So as of right now, as of today so far, I have burned 3,000 calories. So as long as I don't have, 7 packages of ring dings, then I'm going to be right on track for where I got to be. And also, in order for you to actually gain a pound, you have to eat like tremendously more than I think you realize. So even if I had 7 packs of ring dings today, I wouldn't necessarily gain weight. It would just be you know, outside of the allotment for today. Like, like I wouldn't gain a pound, you know? Like, if I did that every day, I would. But if I have one day where it's all out of whack, it doesn't necessarily change things. So it's just, I know this is super boring for a lot of people, but like, I'm finally starting to understand what makes me tick and what works out, you know? You'd be sick? Oh, for sure, but I'd feel awesome. I would love nothing more than to down 7 ring dings right now in a large pepperoni pizza. You know how quickly I would annihilate a large pepperoni pizza right now? What's your favorite animal? Pigs. Man, I want to eat a whole pepperoni pizza right now. A full deep dish, cheese in the crust. You'd feel great for 5 minutes. Listen, I already got mucus in my lungs. What who cares what else I put in my body? Go ahead. Go ahead. Meat lovers. Sausage. Yes. Yes. Please and thank you. Some pizza company sponsor me. I know, right? Eating celery burns calories. Yeah, but celery's gross. Celery's gross. I had Lindsay, you may like this one. So like normally I have black coffee, but I bought Chobani coffee creamer, which has all natural ingredients in it. And you know, it got birthday cake flavor. It tastes pretty good. Like, it doesn't have all the garbage in it. It tastes really, really good. And I have just a little of it. That's it. It's good. And Chobani also had, man, I sound 50 years old. Chobani had like yogurt, and then they also have is like chocolate chip and graham cracker on the side. So when you combine it, it's campfire s'mores. Anyways, it's great. Bricks O'Brien, would you make videos for Batman 2? So, do you want a long answer or a short answer? Does anybody else have anything else they want to talk about, or I'm going to go into this? Maybe you are 50 years old, dude. I use the same creamer every morning. The vanilla is the best. What brand do you use, Harley? Chobani has all natural ingredients. # not sponsored. Long answer. Does anybody else have any other topic of conversation before I go into this answer for G-Man Tiger here? Any other questions, comments, concerns? Oh, you use Chobani. Wow, maybe you are 50. Use International Delight Creamer. You've tried them all. Be glad you know these things. Most people don't learn until they're 50. Be ahead of the game. That's the plan. That's the plan. Basic is best. Yes, exactly. Exactly. G-Man time. Okay. So G-Man and Harley, you're going to like these answers. So what I've said and what the data has shown, like when I go out and I meet people in person for Pro Gamer's Guide, Bricks O'Brien stuff, life stuff, any of this stuff, right? All that stuff, that takes time. It takes time to travel, to go places, have people meet me here, blah, 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 whatever. And so when live streaming, the thing that suits you best to live stream is consistency, and doing that every single day, or 4 days a week consistently. Like, the people that I see have the most success in terms of people showing up over and over and over again is when they are there for 5 hours at a time on their specific day of the week consistently every single week. And with the schedule that I have for traveling and doing stuff, it unfortunately means I can't maintain a consistent schedule. So if I'm not live, then you're not like finding me, But the way it works with YouTube, how it's always worked, and how it works on Roku and Canoodle TV and all these other places, is that I can schedule stuff while I'm gone. Go figure. You can watch it while I'm not in my physical office or my space. And so that lends itself way better to just longer term being able to do what suits me best, is going out and doing all the things that I need to do to make everything better here and keep uploading stuff while I'm gone. And so the goal longer term is to make a bigger deal out of every live stream, treat it more like a show, and upload stuff consistently. So while I'm gone, it's not like a big gap. I'm missing something. So that means that I'm not just going to focus on Lego Batman being like a live stream thing. Because if I did that, it'll literally take me until however long. So it'll be videos and everything else that I focus on. And so, you know, I never have been, and I don't want to be the person who is sitting in the chair for 8 hours a day, just live streaming and doing nothing else. It's just a matter of all the things. So I know I've said this a bunch of times, but yeah, that's just me thinking out loud. There you go. There's your long answer. I've been live for about an hour and a half here. My voice is getting slightly craggly. Unless we want to do some Lego for a little while, I would be kind of okay just having it be here. Then tomorrow I have Chunk by Chunk live on TikTok, which if you aren't following on TikTok, you can not only watch the videos that I upload there, but the live streams as well. The idea is that those are going to kind of be more impromptu, where I'm working on Chunk by Chunk, gathering like the resources kind of offline, and then focusing on more bigger moves during the major live streams that we do. So that way it's a full-fledged, you know, jam-packed episode instead of watching me take down a mountain. You know, you're over 50 now, you need more rest. So the challenge I've been presenting to myself, which I've been very unsuccessful in doing, is getting 8 hours of sleep 5 nights in a row. I don't think I've ever done that in my life. I've never gotten 8 hours of sleep 5 nights in a row. And I've been trying to do that for like weeks. And, you know, I just haven't been able to do it. So hopefully today will be a little bit closer in that direction, but we'll see. Use Chobani. Sweet cream is the best they offer. I got the birthday cake one and I liked it. But it's the first time I'm trying any of them. So, it's got like 5 ingredients in it. It's pretty good. And the coffee creamer lasts forever. Like it, you know, it doesn't even expire. Well, it does expire just after a long period of time. So I'm like, let me give myself a little bit of joy, you know. A little bit of joy, you know.
Anyway,
can you believe that Yoshi figure review got that many views? Do you know how crazy that is? I think it's because of the audio.
Thank you so
I am
much
alive.
for
Yes, I
all
am.
the fun, but now it's done.
155,000 views. That's insane. See, here's the thing. That doesn't happen on Twitch. That doesn't happen on Twitch. There is no reality where a creator of my size on Twitch gets 155,000 views on anything, ever. Can we talk about Pro Gamers Guide? We certainly can. We had an update come out while I was away at St. Jude Play Live. Mr. Kinkle was very readily available to post that update, and we are officially halfway through on all the artwork. So that's pretty snazzy. Kevin is hard at work on a million things, including the book. I just now almost got the driver side fuel of my pickup being taken by a BMW. Nice. Love it. Great. Can we talk about SpongeBob? We certainly could. I think it'd be better off on YouTube. There's a long answer and a short answer there. The real answer is both. The real answer, the real key to success, y'all, is you just need to be good at everything all the time and never give up and never take the foot off the gas. The Pro Gamers Guide socials need some love. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. My socials need some love. Kevin's socials need some love too. We all need a little love. You know what I mean? Excited for Spider-Man and Doomsday? I'm sick and tired of all these nerds. I'm sick and tired of all these nerds on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube that say there's a trailer coming for any of these things. And they're not. They're cowards. They're frauds. They're fake news spreaders to get likes and engagement from bots on their statuses. Fake news. Fake news. Traitor. Traitor. Rarely diversity, yes, but I rarely do I see you interact with YouTube. I'm literally talking to you right now. And thank you very much for the hoodie compliment. There was a leak from the Zelda set from a stunt person. I did see that image there. It's just there's more people talking on Twitch right now. Arr!
Your face is fake news, Brian.
How dare you walk into my live show?
I love you, Brian.
Oh.
You are my hero. That's why I love you, Brian. I can't wait to see you again. Oh, how I miss you, and I can't wait to see you again. Maybe in 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 years.
RC Spaceport with the resub for 20 months. Dude, G-Man Tiger is gonna leak Avengers Doomsday tonight, bro. Man, you just got yourself into a whole thing there, Harley. I'm so sorry to hear that. People are Looney Tunes on the road, man. Looney Tunes. The amount of story. I'm sure we all have, us grown adults. We all have stories, but you can just never trust other people, and you always assume that the other person on the road is a dummy, and I do that, and yeah. I'm just here to see what you have to talk about. Well, there's that, and then also talk about my St. Jude trip, what's going on in the future. Do you have a YouTube schedule? Apart from the live shows, we don't necessarily have a committed YouTube release schedule. Right now, it has just been whenever I've had the chance to upload short form stuff, but the goal is to not do that and do even more. Do you have a Twitch channel? G-Man asks as he comments on the Twitch channel that he's inquiring about me even having. So, you know, the goal is to be more active on the everything. And I got to tell you, like having the videos do so well, like it's literally like, yeah. Do you live stream, bro? Yeah, it's just it just needs to happen. It needs to happen more. I feel like I need to have like a town hall. Brian, do you eat? Yeah, I do. Clearly too much. Well, I have in the past. But anyways, semi-parts drive me insane. They're literally professional drivers. Oh, those people, they may get their license and be professional, bro. They are not professional.
Water.
Those people are not professional. Truckers, and this is a controversial opinion, I have to say. Truckers and tow truck drivers, more specifically tow truck drivers, some of the most like awful human beings ever. ever. Just awful people. Awful people. Just like awful people. Not Mater, because he's a car. True, yeah, professional drivers, best people ever. But most cases, no. You're also 3 years overdue for a Fireside Friday. Listen, I can't have a Fireside Friday where it's Brian Saviano complains about his life to the people that watch him, because nobody cares about that. You don't want to hear me complain about my life. Who wants to hear me? There's plenty of people in life that complain. There's plenty of complainers out there. I'm not complaining. We're here to shift the narrative, brother. We're here to shift the narrative, brother. We're not here to sit here and complain. Complaining was done in my 20s. We're done with that. We either change something about it or we shut up. Change, shut up. Change, shut up. That's where we're at. Do you ride a Vespa around Boston? Maybe I should. Maybe that would get me the spicy redhead. Anyways, if you're doing commentary with it, plenty will tune in. Commentary with what? He doesn't complain on Fireside. He just comes to my stream and complain. I don't complain on your live stream. I need a used Segway. That'll get me attention. I don't know about the right attention, but it'll get me attention. Ooh, that's very nice, Karen. I saw the DM. Very nice. You should, with an oversized helmet that advertised Bricks O'Brien. I could. Brian should buy a bus and pick us up. I don't know why that made me laugh. Oh, man. The wheels on the bus go around. That summarizes this corner of the internet so hard. There's all these people, all these people talk about like drama among streamers and, you know, gambling money, and talk about blah 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 blah. Pick me up first, and then Harley's like, you should get a bus. And then G-Man Tiger's like, you should get a bus and pick us up. Like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Nick is going to work at Lego, selling his house, moving his wife to the other side of the world, and I'm here picking up my fans in a bus. I'm a lost cause. An ice cream truck themed bus. Let's make it as scandalous and creepy as possible, Andrew. Go ahead. No windows. Ice cream music. There's no ice cream. This is how the internet gets content creators to react so heartless. That was just funny, dude. Only sell peeps on the bus. The peeps on the no. There's no peeps on the bus. Wait, hold on. Well, pause. There's no peeps. There's no peeps on the. Shut. No, there's no toys on the bus. No. I'm never gonna be popular on Twitch. I'm never gonna make it. I'm never gonna make it. We're stuck here. We're stuck. We're started at the bottom and we're stuck at the bottom, brother. We ain't going nowhere. We're staying right here. Are there puppies on the bus, bro? You can't be asking these questions, dude. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, you're going to go see it in a week? All right. Listen, we didn't even talk about spoilers. We pivoted to something else, and now we're talking about a bus. Does it come with batteries? No. Yeah, there's Pro Gamer's Guide to Coloring Books. Anyways. This isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. We just don't have what it takes. We can't get to that level. We can't get to that level of superseding the bus. I'm gonna pick you all up. No, do not give me your address, for the love of God. Don't give me your address. The only way you give me your address is if you're gonna buy a book. If you're gonna buy a book, go ahead. The bus will take you to the next level. I don't think it will, Andrew. I think we're cooked. I think we're cooked. I think we're done right here. I don't think there's any chance we're moving.
I love this bus idea, Brian. We can use it to travel to cons and stuff. Then we can rent it out on the weekend and make some money doing tours around Boston. Also, the ladies might like you asking them, can I show you my bus?
Cuddles, of all the things that the ladies will want to ask me about, my windowless bus full of puppies and coloring books will not be one of them. I feel like that will be the number one thing that will prevent me from making any leeway anywhere at any time. So we're not driving to Chuck E. Cheese. We're not driving to Chuck E. Cheese. We are going to drive y'all back home. This is where we're going to drive. You already have my address. It'll be out on the curb. Awesome. It's great. Love it. Man, it's just really... Can my son be the driver? No. He doesn't have a CDL. So, no bus driving.
We said a bus, Brian, not a windowless van.
I thought we were saying the bus would have no windows on it. So no. Can the bus have a toilet? I certainly hope it does. The bus can be whatever you want it to be. Like, you ever stare off into the sunset and you just reflect? You ever just reflect? I want to say this one more time. Nick is getting a job at Lego, and I'm talking to my people about a bus that I'm picking them up in. How can I ensure you don't pick me up on the bus? Well, you have to file something that prevents me from being any radius around you. So much hype for Nick, dude. It's crazy. Shout out to Brick and Nick. If you're not already following him, don't bother. Don't bother. If you're not already following him, don't bother. No, he's still, you know, he's such a Goomba. He's promoting his Stardew Valley project on Lego Ideas. And I'm like, Nick, you have a job with the company. Why are you promoting this project? And he's like, well, don't technically until June 1st. I can still promote it. And then if it gets to 10,000 votes, then I could technically be the one to work on it. And I'm like, shut up. Go move your life. Like, what are you bothering posting on the Stardew Valley Facebook fan page? Just go. He's such a Goomba. You know what I mean? I also said to him, hey, you know, you go, what are you going to do with all that Lego? He's like, oh, I'm going to take it with me. I'm like, Nick, you have access to all the Lego that is ever Legoed in Lego's Lego. Why are you taking it with you? And he's like, oh, it's my Lego. What are you talking about? Nick, you have infinite access to any Lego ever. Literally ever. Not in like Connecticut where they have like a small warehouse full of whatever. They has literally every access to everything. And he's like, no, I'm going to take it with me. Sunita said it was okay. Okay. All right. I was just trying to go to Toronto and get it myself. You know what I mean? Get a couple parting gifts, brother. There's a lot of unbuilt Lego Super Mario nonsense that's stuck in that basement that's not going nowhere, brother. You know what I mean? But then I got to explain it to Border Control. It's a lot of nonsense. Infinibean, thank you very much for being here. Hello. And whatever he isn't able to take first, he's going to ship. Yep. Well, I think they give him a pod.
Brixmas.
B-Habs has been subscribed for 67 months in a row. Thank you very much, B-Habs. No, we're not going on the Brixo bus round and round. I'm so happy for you. Load her up. Exactly. Yeah, but that's what he said. Whatever he won't fit at first, he'll box it up and store it his parents and ship later. And then if his parents are anything like my grandparents, yeah, sure, they have a lot of storage in the basement. But eventually his parents are going to be like, yeah, so when are you going to get all that Legos stuff out of here? Like, I have... So my grandparents' basement, I don't know how many square feet it is. It's, you know, pretty decent, like decent size. My stuff takes up 1/25 of the basement. Like, you know, it's like, it's a lot of stuff, but it's like, it's all condensed in one like chunk area. And then my grandfather's like, hey, you can't sell any of that Lego stuff. I'm like, no, Phil, I don't want to sell that stuff because it's rare and I want to put it in my basement one day. Okay? There's modulars in there. Old ones. Worth big cash money. So I'm not selling my grandfather on the bus idea. We're past that, G-Man. Now you sound like Nick. No, because Nick has sealed Lego that's currently on shelves that he can go to Denmark and probably get for free. He can literally go to the warehouse and just shungala-da off the shelf and walk away. And you know, the best one, I was like, hey, Nick, did you hear about this thing happening? And he's like, oh, Brian, I don't want to know about any leaks or rumors about Lego stuff. And I'm like, Nick, you're literally going to have every trade secret in the country of Denmark. What are you talking about? He's like, I don't want to know anything. I'm like, okay. All right. Okay. I don't want to know. No, he's not going to show up, B-Habs, because he's busy packing his life. Dude, Nick is going to leak Avengers Doomsday to me, bro. Imagine. Dude, I'm going to get an unsolicited Facebook DM. And it's going to be a gif of Dr. Doom driving a bus. And we'll be like, what is that? What is that? Do you know how wild that would be? He wouldn't do that. He's busy promoting his Lego Ideas project. What a Goomba. What a Goomba. What a Goomba. Oh, I love him, though. I really do. It was great. It was awesome. So, yeah. Why is TikTok emailing me? Who cares? You should live stream more on TikTok. Yeah, let me just do everything. Let me do everything else too. All right. I like these coasters. Liz gave me a bunch of the same design on them. They're cool. Whole bunch of coasters. Anybody else have any questions or comments, concerns about life? About anything else? No, don't give me the... Yeah, we're not doing that. I don't gotta do that. I just wish it was warmer outside, man. I really wish the sun would stay out. I'm ready for summer, big time. Did I just show up in time to say goodbye? No, it's just, I mean, we went over pretty much everything. You have a dog that's sleeping beside me? What's the breed of the dog? You gotta give the puppy details. And also share pictures of the pup in Discord. We've been long on the quest for 1,000 members, and for a multitude of reasons, people, you know, it hasn't quite gotten there. But if you are not in the server already and want to be part of the community, please do so. There's a question of the day, daily birds, birthday shout outs, and there is a new perk coming very soon. New perk coming very soon. A secret. And then I'll be complaining about being too hot. No, actually, I haven't been complaining about it being too hot. I'm fine with it, you know. I see that you're doing Stardew Valley on stream on Wednesday. Can't wait. I think it's going to be really fun. I think it's going to be really good. How to get unbanned from the Discord server? Oh, did you say your age? That's probably why. Probably can't do that. Whoops. Don't say your age. What do you think about the Mario Galaxy movie? I really enjoyed it. We're not going into full-on spoiler territory. Not yet. But I definitely enjoyed it. I will say I enjoyed the first one more for certain reasons, but, you know. With the first movie, also because it was brand new, I had a lot of desire to go see it multiple times with my friends, with whoever, because it was the first time ever. You know what I mean? Trash, have a good rest of your night. But yeah, this one, it wasn't the same. Love the new bus design. Awesome. But no, I enjoyed the Mario Galaxy movie. I wasn't like compelled to go see it multiple times like I was before, but I've seen the Mario Galaxy movie twice. I saw Project Hail Mary again, so I saw that 2 nights ago. And then Friday, because I guess a bunch of my family wanted to go, I'm gonna go and see the Michael Jackson biopic in IMAX. So a bunch of us are going. Which I should have bought my ticket today, but I have a free voucher thing, so I got to use it. But yeah, like a bunch of my, we were just talking about it the other day, and I guess people were really interested in it, so whatever. It's all good. The King of Rise of Skywalker, Super Mario Galaxy. Let me know how the MJ movie is. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be really good. It's apparently the first half of his life, I think up until Thriller or somewhere in that area. And the second half will be another movie. The King of Rise of Skywalker, yeah. Did you see Maul Shadow Lord yet? I did not. I was behind on Kingpin. I was behind on Daredevil, so I caught up on Daredevil. I haven't watched anything new, so I was snagging that HBO Max off of one of my friends. And then HBO Max hit me with the, hey, you can't be doing this, brother. And I'm like, shoot. So now I'm out another service. So I'm down to just Disney Plus. That's all I have access to. I had Netflix for a little while, but yeah, HBO is not allowed on the bus. I liked HBO more than most of the other ones. Netflix I would have for a little while. I had it for Stranger Things, and I binge watched a bunch. They have really good documentaries on Netflix. But yeah, I've heard good things about Maul Shadow Lord, but I haven't been invested in a Star Wars anything. I'm looking forward to going to see Grogu and Mandalorian before I leave for Rotterdam. I don't know who I'm going to go with, but I just want to see it. I don't even know what the plot is right now. I can't even tell what the stakes are. But just to go and see a Star Wars movie in theaters for the first time literally in 7 years, which is insanity. Insanity. And then all this nonsense they're pulling with Avengers Doomsday and Endgame and all that, man, I don't know. And it's not family friendly, but Daredevil, wow. Actually, I started rewatching Spider-Man No Way Home last night. I didn't see that until the last time I saw it in theaters, like 5 years ago, because it wasn't on any streaming service, and now finally it's on Disney Plus, so you can go and watch it. So I watched up until Doctor Strange kicks out Peter, because it's such a real moment where, like, you know, Peter's like coming up, oh, can you make this spell, can you do whatever? And Doctor Strange is like, you know, we went through all this, and like, you gotta, you know, maybe have a second chance to like call them and ask them to reconsider about your college admission. And he's like, wait, you can do that? Like, nobody ever throughout high school or like any of this did I ever hear that, like, you could, if you get denied from college, like, you can call them up and ask them to reconsider. And that was just like, that exemplifies life. Like, just because you get denied from a thing or one time or something doesn't mean you can't try or follow up or whatever again. It was just such a real moment. That made me laugh out loud. When's Miles coming to the Avengers? Definitely not until Into the Spider-Verse is done. That has to be done. Lock and key, which allegedly next year. Allegedly. That needs to be done, dusted, and them not doing anything with Miles animated, which will take I think it'll take a very long time before we get to that point, man. I think they're going to want to keep that going. So never. It could be in Brand New Day. Who knows? Who knows, man? I don't work for Sony. I don't work for Marvel, unfortunately, man. You know? But yeah. Joke's on y'all because he's in the Avengers Doomsday trailer I'm leaking tonight. Awesome. Well, you have fun leaking that trailer. Tonight has been a lot of fun. Been live for about 2 hours now. I don't want to fry my voice entirely here. Want to make sure that we're ready, rock and rolling. Even while I was away, the support on the short videos I put out was really awesome. Being able to be live feels good again to talk to y'all. I don't like being gone for so long. DV8 Shooter, hello, welcome. As always, cooking a lot of really amazing things throughout the year. I wish I could show you the full hand of cards that I have held up here, but you know, I like keeping surprises, And so just know that in between all of these different events and things, that I am working as diligently as I can to make some cool stuff happen. And just when you think we're at kind of one level, we are taking it literally to that next level. I wish I could, like, it's just life, man, you know? Finally got to see your stream. Well, thank you. Yeah, we're just chatting and chilling. Admittedly, I was about to wrap up in a minute. But no, Wednesday are going to be live for Stardew Valley. First time diving into that, being part of that. Or I did videos on it a little while ago, years ago actually, but diving and giving it a more honest effort, I would say. So I can definitely feel my voice going now because I haven't. This is the most I've talked in probably 2 weeks. You know, no, well, since coming back from Play Live. And all this time I thought you owned Sony and knew all their trade secrets. You disappointed me. I know. We're getting one step closer, trust me. So, man, just really feeling grateful and very optimistic about the future and what we have going on. Yeah, it's a weird feeling, man. It's really cool. Bricks O'Brien is the Avengers Doomsday Director in disguise. Well, I don't know about that. All right, so what I'm going to do is just close this one out.
Brian. Good job.
Thanks, man. I will see you guys again on Wednesday for Stardew Valley. Harley ordered a socket. 120 from the angle. Wasn't able to screen from the other side angle, but it was likely a good 200 foot-pounds of force required for bolt requiring 37. Like, bro, shade tree mechanic much? I know, right? Isn't that so funny? That's it's a lot of reading, bro. Subscribing over there, thank you. What's your opinion on Star Wars Battlefront 2? Before you also gotta go, hope you're having a great night. We're gonna play Star Wars Battlefront 2 during the St. Jude fundraiser, which is happening May 1st through the 5th. So look forward to that happening in a couple of weeks here. Listen, Harley, I'm not a smarty pants, all right? I go to Museum of Science. I feel like a Goomba. I hear you talk about cars. I feel like a Goomba. But you know what? That's exactly what I am. Just a big old Goomba on a cake. And I hope... I don't know what value... No, I know what value I provide here. But I just hope you have a great rest of your day. I am the Goomba himself. Okay, you're the bus Goomba. Try to learn something from what I share. No, I'm going to live in my own ignorance because that's the American way, brother. I want to thank you for listening, watching, tuning, and meowing it out with me as always. I'm going to see you guys very soon for more Stardew Valley gaming, all these other things. Appreciate your time, energy, consideration, and otherwise. It's been a lot of fun tonight, and there's definitely more of it happening in the very near future. So appreciate y'all, and see you very soon. For those that are